Let's try some conversions. Let's convert z equals 2 minus 3i from Cartesian to polar form. So the first thing I'm going to do is sketch it. 2 minus 3i down here. So this is going to be my argument. Well, the modulus of z is the square root of 2 squared plus 3 squared, which is the square root of 4 plus 9, which is root 13. And this angle here I'm actually going to be able to get very easily, theta. Theta is the inverse tan of 3 over 2. Don't worry about the negative, just get the acute angle and then we'll do it ourselves. We'll work out exactly where the negatives go ourselves. Now, if you get your calculator, you will find that is, in radians, 0.9828 approximately. I'm going more than I need here. When I write my final answer, I'll write it using 2 decimal places. Okay, how do I write my z? In polar form, it is root 13 cis negative 0.98. Now, some people will say, just as they do with cos and sine, that you should always put a bracket around that. You decide in given context whether you need to. Let's try another example. Let's convert a different quadrant, negative 4 plus I, which I think is the second quadrant. So yes, that's the first thing I'm going to do is sketch the graph. Negative 4 plus I, I'm over here. Negative 4 plus I. So the modulus of my complex number is the square root of 4 squared plus 1 squared, which is the square root of 16 plus 1. You don't have to write that line once you know what you're doing. That's root 17. 17 is prime. I'll just leave it as a third. How do I work out my argument? Well, I'm going to work out the acute angle first, and then I'm going to subtract it from pi to get my argument. So, theta is inverse tan of 1 on 4. Get your calculator, make sure it's in radians. Make sure you know how to get this answer on your calculator. 0.24498, etc. Okay, that was this angle, but I want this one. So my principal argument is actually pi minus this number, which is going to be 2.90 to 2 decimal places. Okay, let's write my answer in polar form. Root 17 cis 2.90. And again, some people will say you really need to write brackets in there. I don't mind if it's just a single simple number.